Hey there everyone, this is Cass with SCNS Live. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to check out the video version of this, you can check it out on YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, all at SCNS Live. Thank you so much and enjoy the show.
It's high noon, mother.
Come on,
YouTube.
man.
YouTube.
Well, I didn't say it.
Well, now you're just a crazy guy shouting YouTube.
What's up, Super Cool Nation? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you all out there for joining us. It's going to be a great show because we are talking, well, if you couldn't tell, like, it's kind of a theme show. We're talking about Overwatch and Overwatch League and why we love Overwatch and Overwatch and Overwatch. But you get the idea. Thank you guys out there in the Super Cool Nation for joining us. But also, we are giving away something tonight. I hope you guys are tuned in because we have picked a winner. Thank you everybody that entered, but there can only be one winner. But for this show, I am Jason the X, the lady over here. That's
Hi.
This is her show. She's like been ready for this.
Yeah, I was
ready.
the one who pushed for this. I was like, let's talk about Overwatch Season 2. And they said
like,
yes.
hi,
They let me
I
off
was like,
the leash.
It's Overwatch. I'm talking about it. And the one over here that, why am I being threatened with a shotgun? I bought these things. Now, there's Cass. Is that? I think the safety's off. You should.
It's off the rails. How long did it take?
Wow. So, this is why they will never have real guns on this show. And over there, somebody else that shot me during the friggin' opening video in the ear. There's Core doing stuff and whatever.
Yes! The bubble gun!
Watch out, Jason.
You shot me in the ear.
It was an accident.
There was no accident when you mean to shoot somebody.
I didn't
You
mean
either
to.
shoot them or you don't. If anything,
I didn't mean to shoot you in the ear.
the
I meant
only
to
accident
shoot
that
you.
happens if you miss. Can I have my gun back? Yeah,
No.
that's so far away. Anyway,
There's lipstick on your gun.
which gun?
Oh my Grease. I don't know how you got there, but it's on the top.
It was Ash.
Ooh.
How did you manage to...
I don't
Who
think
says I did it.
I don't think that's the barrel.
That
you're
is
supposed
exactly
to put your
the
mouth
color
on.
that I'm wearing. I
Yeah,
don't know
I'm
how
sorry.
I got
I'm
there.
sorry.
No,
I'm
no,
suddenly
no, no,
colorblind. You know. Oh, was that green? I ought to blast you. Anyway,
Children.
I don't like that these are pretty much like the same color. Well, that's kind of grayish. Anyway, these are getting repainted. Anyway, of course, Bryce will not be joining us. He is away. Bryce, we miss you. We hope you'll be back next week. But we do have some plans and stuff in the works. I'd just like to go ahead and start the show off. You know, our DM is just like all kinds of messed up.
My chair creaks.
Is anybody else out there disappointed in how the D&D game ended last time around? I am. You are, right? You are, because it ended suddenly and all of a sudden.
I mean, we weren't disappointed. We were just mad.
Livid.
So,
But we love our DM.
yes,
Please don't
It's
kill our
wonderful.
characters on
We do.
purpose. The story can.
I'm doing this
But
early
please
so she'll
don't.
forget about it like next
Yeah.
time, hopefully. Hopefully.
We have
Anyway.
a week and a half to wipe her memory.
Make sure y'all tune in to watch those. But we got a show to do here, and you know how we always do it. Let's kick it off with some super cool nerd news.
So we're gonna pretend like that did anything because apparently it didn't.
No. No loading
I
the
have
gun.
no idea what's going on. Am I on camera now?
Yes, you're on camera.
Excuse me. In a few weeks, a very important event is coming up, and that is the International Toy Fair 2019.
Woo!
Yay!
We are already receiving media alerts, but in advance of this year's Toy Fair, we are already getting all kinds of great news and rumors of things that are going to appear. One, and since it is kind of that kind of show, there will be the new Hasbro Overwatch and Power Rangers figures. But that's not what's important to me right now because I've got actual pictures to show, and they're of Transformers. So, the recently launched Transformers Cybertron Siege line is probably one of the better lines that Transformers has produced in quite some time. A lot of fan favorites, great designs. I mean, I've got some right here on the table. This is a great Megatron right here. What are you doing? You've broken the gun. And it's a great line. I do have some reviews coming to those, but they are going big this year with their showings. Of course, we're going to get some more deluxe figures, some of my favorites. Impactor, yes, there's an Autobot named Impactor. Mirage, one of my favorite cars, but also large Transformers. We are getting a Commander scale, and it is a Jetfire, which looks great. I love it. Gonna get that. It's gonna be huge. Gonna be in scale with all these. And also, probably one of the biggest Transformers they've ever done. It is Omega Supreme. It is a Titan class. This is a new class of Transformer. Of course, you know, they've done the City Bots, Metroplex, and Fortress Maximus, but now we're getting Omega Supreme. And I could not be happier. No prices are announced yet, of course, because they want to get your money first. We might get some announcements, you know, come Toy Fair, but now we are getting some new Transformers. These are some of the first pictures coming down. Hopefully, leading up into Toy Fair, we'll get some pictures of maybe the new Overwatch figures, which I'm really excited for.
They should be cool.
Because I am leaving Figma behind. You're going to give me an affordable Overwatch team and give me more of them and quicker? Yes, you have my money. We've already seen the Mercy, which I thought was a statue at first, but no, that's a toy. So here's hoping that McCree is in the first batch of them. You know what? Go ahead.
I would really like for Hanzo to be in the
shocked.
first line. Because I have never played Overwatch, but Hanzo is my favorite because he is. Why are you humming over there?
That's one of his voice lines.
Because apparently you like shafts.
Oh.
Arrow shafts.
What? Gross.
You didn't need to take it there.
Why?
I'm not gonna lie.
McCree is a gentleman.
Did you not see the post that I made for the Shaft movie on the Facebook page?
Oh, yeah.
3 generations of Shaft. How much Shaft can you take? I am excited for that movie, though. I am a big fan of John Shaft, even the old school Richard Roundtree episodes, and the old movies and the Samuel Jackson. So I'm excited for that. But that was like the best post I've ever written on SCNS Live all year. Follow our Facebook page, by the way, facebook.com.
Cheap, dirty jokes.
SCNS Live. I couldn't resist it. It's, you know, who's the black private dick? That's a sex machine. Oh, sorry. It gets in my
Please let us
Damn
monetize YouTube.
But I'm just talking about Shaft. Nobody in We Can Dig It.
No,
It's not
no.
enough blackness on this show. Anyway. All right, moving on. I'm very happy about toys. Cora, what have you got for us for a news story this week? Because I want a palate cleanser after yours.
Well, I don't know how much of a palate cleanser mine is going to be.
No, after yours.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
yes, you will probably. So we got not one, but 2 movie posters and trailers for horror movies this week, and they're both very highly anticipated ones. At least I'm very excited for them.
You're like so highly anticipated by me.
I'm very excited for Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yes.
This book series scared the ever-loving crap out of me as a child, and honestly, I went back and read some of them. I'm like, these aren't that scary. But watching the trailers that were released during the Super Bowl, like little mini trailers, I remember why I was terrified of these books. It looks so creepy. So much of it is practical effects, and you can just tell. And I can't wait to see what Del Toro and his team put together for this. But in addition to that, we also got a poster and trailer for Pet Sematary. I attempted to read Pet Sematary when I was younger. That was a bad idea because I actually did have a pet cemetery in my backyard. So I didn't get very far in that book. But it looks really creepy and it looks really good. There are some changes. Apparently some of the changes are referenced plot-wise in the trailer, and apparently they're spoilers, but I don't know because I didn't finish that book. I know the one change, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut so that all of you can go take a look at it. I do recommend watching these trailers. They both look really good, and as you can see...
Does one of them have a big spoiler?
I mean...
According to...
Because I haven't watched Pet Sematary because of that.
I was informed by Rick, hello Rick, that there is plot spoiler in the Pet Sematary one. However, since I have not finished the book, and it's been so long since I read the book in general, I don't know what that spoiler is. I just know that there's one small change that I recognize because I got that far at least.
Yeah.
But that's all that I know.
Fair.
I still recommend going to see them because if you're like me and you don't know what's going on, hey, you got nothing to lose.
I'm not sure what the spoiler is either. I've read the books and I read the book and I saw the movie, so this is like no new territory for me. So I still want to see it because
I mean, we knew the story of it. That doesn't mean it can't be
Yeah,
a really
exactly.
good horror movie.
So-
The new one. To clarify.
the first one gave me the heebie-jeebies. Yes, our buddy Aaron Prado.
Oh yeah, I watched the original adaptation last year, maybe for the first time, and it was definitely creepy. But I'm very excited for the new one, mostly because of John Lithgow.
Oh yeah,
He's fantastic, and he's absolutely perfect casting for this character.
but the Scary Stories one. Ooh,
I'm so
I love
excited.
it. Who was it that responded to somebody on Twitter? Somebody on Twitter goes like, "Oh, that CGI looks terrible." And I think it was one of the directors or producers that responded,
Yeah.
like, "That's practical." Like,
That's awesome.
I will say from watching it, I don't remember the exact stories because it's been a little while since I've read those.
Mhm.
I mean, of course, the Big Toe, Who Took My Big Toe. That one was there, and that one, I don't like that. There's the one where the creepy person in the hallway. The only one that looks like it with maybe some CGI in there was the creature in the doorway, just because of how it moved. Looked kind of
Could've
CGI.
just been Doug Jones. You
Or
never
I mean, it
know.
could have just been Doug Jones in a
Or
costume.
the other one, the
Javier
Javier something.
Yeah.
Botet, I think.
Doug Jones isn't even cast for the movie. He just shows up.
Just showed up.
Just
as-
shows up
I
as
assume that Doug Jones gets on the movies.
I mean, it is Del Toro. Right?
Yeah, him and Del Toro are like close.
Yeah, so
So
he
there's
could
like
just
an-
be around.
There's like a 70% chance that he's in this movie.
I'll be more shocked if he's not in the movie.
Yeah, the creature that's moving and it doesn't look like it's real. His name is Javier Botet, probably. This is the guy that did The Crooked Man, and he did. He was the leper in It. He is almost as talented as Doug Jones. He's absolutely amazing. Oh, he also played Mama in Mama, which I believe Guillermo del Toro produced.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
was the first full-length movie that the guy that did It ever did. Made a really, really good movie. The short is even creepier than the full-length movie, but the full-length movie is still really good. I would definitely
He was in
recommend it.
Insidious. He was in Alien Covenant.
Oh,
Andy Muschietti. That's the
Hostel.
It
He
guy.
was in Hostel.
yeah. There's that
I don't
spider story that's in there. Somebody in the chat
God.
brought it up and just like,
I'm unfamiliar with these. I'm excited to see them.
Okay, so as a real quick with the spider story, because that was the one, that one and the Big Toe were the ones that gave me nightmares. The spider one is it looks like a pimple on someone's cheek, and they keep messing with it and nothing happens, and then finally it bursts open and millions of baby spiders come out of it, and yep.
I think they're kind of counting on us to vaguely recall the stories and,
and
not
then
remember the
throw us for a
specifics.
loop.
We'll see.
Well, if you vaguely recall them, then it can be like an adult thing with child tie-ins that still creeps the crap out of you because they told them in a much more like adult way than you read them when you were younger.
This movie is very obviously geared towards the adults now that grew up with these books. Because I remember they started announcing this movie when they announced that they changed the artwork for the books.
Mm-hmm.
The original artist, they were changing the artwork. It's like the art's too scary. I'm like, but that's the point.
Oh man, I just looked up the release date. It's 9 August.
Yes, it's August 9th, but that's
Aw.
this year.
Yeah, it's in the
That's
summer
for
though.
Scary Stories.
Yes, that's for Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Pet Sematary, I believe, is this summer? I want to say it's this summer. I missed the... Let's pull up the poster. Is that the right poster? It is. Does it say? April 5th.
Because they're not about
So-
to go down the Bloomhouse Road and be like, January is fine.
Yeah. I mean, April's a good point to put in a good horror movie.
So we
Yeah,
got
you really have April through October to release
Pet-
scary stories.
Pet Cemetery in April. We have Scary Stories in August, and then we have It in September.
Jesus, this is the year of horror movies, isn't it?
I'm psyched. Oh, we actually have one coming out. I believe it's next weekend, called The Prodigy, that I actually really, really want to see.
Oh, I've been hearing
Scary.
about that.
The early reviews say the kid is creepy, and that's it. But we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, Kat, what have you got for us this week?
I have a remarkable story. EA did something well.
What? Are you sure?
That's really the beginning and end of this story. No, Apex Legends, released by EA, was like a surprise. Nobody knew about this game. Nobody knew that it was coming. They released it. It interfered with their own Anthem trial game. But, like,
That's
they
very
released
EA.
it as a surprise, and it blew up right away. It had over 2.5 million players its first day, and has had up to 600,000 concurrent streamers playing it, and has been, I think, Twitch's top streamed game every day. It is I think it's free to play. I should have known that. I think it's free to play. It is it's a battle royale game with some really interesting things that almost make me want to check out a battle royale game. For instance, they have ways to point things out to your teammates, make your character talk to your teammates without you talking in a microphone. They have, they force you to, like, parachute down together. And there's no building in it, which is great because...
Holy crap.
And so it's about shooting people, but also running around is supposed to be really fun in it, which is one thing that most of the time in these games, you spend most of your time looking for other people, right? So making traveling fun is a really good move.
Cool.
Plus, they have some healing mechanics in it. They have classes for their heroes who can be support or tank, kind of. And
In a battle royale, that's really interesting.
yeah, and they actually have a mechanic in the game that can allow respawning, not just healing, of a player within certain limitations. I don't know. Looks
Like-
interesting.
Like Mercy? Like
If you
Rising,
pick up
or-
their flag and go to a designated area within a certain amount of time after they died, if you basically carry their totem of some sort. I have not played the game yet, clearly.
Yeah.
You
To
know,
a
Interesting
respawn
mechanic, though.
area. You
Yeah.
can respawn your players.
I actually, adding that a little bit, EA did do something right, because I actually did try the trial of Anthem last Sunday.
How was it? I
And streamed
downloaded it.
on-
I didn't play
I
it.
streamed it on our channel, actually.
Yeah. With a
I enjoyed
beautiful
it.
green screen.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It was
I
fun to
will
play.
honestly say I enjoyed it. I love the mechanics of the game, the controls. So, I really have no complaints so far on Anthem. I'm willing to buy Anthem. So we'll see.
Really?
Wow.
I'm
That's
willing
the
to buy
thing
Anthem.
with EA is that the games themselves are not typically bad. It's everything else.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, EA did something right.
Yay!
Question mark.
They didn't make the game. The game was made by someone else. that
Yeah, but
I
they can
hired
find a way to
out.
just mess, Cass, finish it off. for us.
All right. Get used to my face for a little
Respawn.
bit.
Uh-oh.
So first of all, Carl, I saw your nun pun, and that was he said none of you may agree with me, but I want to see Happy Death Day to
Oh.
you. First of all, love the pun. Second of all, I forgot about Happy Death Day.
First of all, he should be banned.
I don't necessarily consider Happy Death Day a horror. I feel like it's more of a comedy, but it is kind of a mixture of the two. But no, I loved the pun. Second thing, a lot of us here like D&D, you may have noticed. And if a lot of you out there are sad like me that Critical Role is not coming on tonight, then we have...
Where is the bathroom?
Thank you, Reaper. If you're sad that that's not coming on tonight, then we actually have two alternatives for you. The first is Relics and Rarities. It is by the same people that do Critical Role. It's by Geek and Sundry, the channel. But the DM is someone you may have heard of. Deborah Ann Wool. She played Karen Page in Daredevil. She was in True Blood. She's been a D&D player for much longer than any of us thought. and she is designing this D&D game, but with a little bit of a twist. She's going to be playing an owner of a shop that collects rare items, and that will play into the campaign of sorts. Her name will be Professor Roundland, which I really like. She will have a group of, I believe it's 6 regular players and guest stars. The first one is Matthew Lillard, who you may recognize from all the Shaggy memes that are going around right now. He played Shaggy in the live-action Scooby-Doo. But now, I believe, owns his own relic shop.
He's
in
a regular
real
on Geek
life,
and Sundry as well.
But also, he works at
I've
Geek and Sundry.
seen him play his character before. He's Beetle, because the shop is named Beetle something. So I've seen the character Beetle on a Stream of Many Eyes stream, and he was hilarious.
Nice.
He jumped onto a chair in the middle of the room and was like, Beetle! And that was how he introduced himself, and it was amazing.
His character for this seems about that subtle. He's going to be playing a Dragonborn sorcerer, I think, which sounds amazing. Among other guest stars that have been announced is Charlie Cox, Daredevil, Simone Missick, who was the cop
Misty Knight.
in Misty Knight in Luke Cage. She's amazing. She's absolutely beautiful, and
She's
of
hot.
course, just like anything, if you get enough geeky people in a room together,
Patton Oswalt?
Kevin Smith just apparates into the room. So Kevin Smith will be a guest star as well.
He just casually walks in.
That's
Hey,
only
guys,
if you believe.
That's only you clap your hands enough times and Kevin Smith just comes in. Also, good for him. He's lost a lot of weight. He had a heart attack, I think,
Several
Yes.
years
a couple
ago.
of years ago.
He has lost
he's
2 people.
much healthier now, and I'm really proud
I
of
mean,
him.
it was subtle until the most recent set of shots I've seen for him, and I'm like, wow, it's crazy. And
Yeah.
it was because of that. He called it a wake up call, and he got his stuff together.
So good for him.
Yeah, we need him to make some more movies. So. Yeah.
If there's another D&D show that you want to watch, if you are craving some D&D,
And you
That means Dungeons and Dragons. She said it weird, and it sounded pervy.
if you if you love D&D, we also have our own stream. SCNS Live plays D&D. We love it. It's fun. We have Cora as our DM. She's amazing. She is wonderful, except when she makes us wait
we
for
need,
the stupid boss battle.
we need to get an assistant writer to help her turn out stories faster.
I want to play all the time.
We need to get her. We need to get her a team of writers. So you can just go in, no, and just start it over.
Well, my understanding is that one of the reasons it's harder for you to do this one is doesn't Mia usually help you with some stuff? Don't you usually bounce some stuff off her, and now you can't?
Yeah, pretty much. So when
sucks.
when I wrote the D&D campaign for Extra Life last year, or the year before, I'm sorry, Mia helped me a lot with the plot of it. I had the basic story that I wanted to tell, but I had trouble connecting the dots, and she's really good at helping me find connections with the dots. This time, she played in it, but she was an NPC runner, essentially, because I had a lot of NPCs. This time, she's a player in it, so I don't have anyone to bounce ideas off of anymore other than, so I want to do a thing, but I don't know how. Well, what's the thing? I can't tell you. But how do I do something? And she gets mad because you can't.
Yeah,
help
but we
someone
like her
fake.
plan.
So
I know I
we
do.
need to find you a friend to bounce stuff off of.
Yeah.
You can always bounce things off me. It'll always be Cassidy wins. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No, the thing that I will bounce off you are hits, and then you'll die.
Burn.
So.
You have those Ana bullets now, though.
In case you are curious about the stream, we have our lovely friend Mia, who's playing a
Bird person.
what is it?
Aarakocra
bard. I myself play a warforged barbarian. Cat.
I play a tiefling rogue with a wandery accent who has a Siberian tiger because Kat has always wanted to have a Siberian tiger
And I
named
play.
Chibi.
And I play a badass human gunslinger who kills everything with bullets.
That's right. Jason plays a character who thinks he's a badass gunslinger.
I kill things. I'm very happy with that.
He
So
was a
anyway,
contributing factor of the death of the Cthulhu lobster, so.
That is true. Oh, shout out Randy is doing a D&D panel at Alcon.
Oh, sweet.
Really?
We'll try and swing by.
Yeah.
If we...
Well, we do have a little bit of business to take care of because last week we are doing these giveaways every month now, and this month was something pretty big. I think
It was
giving
a
away
big
a game.
giveaway.
So
I was jealous.
it
when I got
is
it.
PS4, a copy of Kingdom Hearts 3, and we have decided a winner. I should have put a drum roll sound effect into the board. No. Y'all pick the winner, so I will turn that over because I don't want to be the one
Yeah,
responsible.
but you knew who it was. Like, we picked it.
Yeah, I
Cass
picked
and
it,
I did
but
that.
it's actually somebody I know. And what was the name? What's his screen name?
Hang on.
Endell. So,
Endell.
dude, you are the winner of the Kingdom Hearts prize pack, the 2 pins, the game, and an original piece of artwork that will be done by the lovely Miss Cora over there. We will be contacting you soon. I know he's local, so at least I don't have to mail stuff away now. So congratulations, buddy. I hope you enjoy the game. I will try to get it to you probably tomorrow or as soon as possible so that you can enjoy it because it is a really, really good
We
game.
can sign it if you want us to.
Who the hell
It
are
will
we?
lower the value by $30.
That's what I was thinking.
We're not signing it. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy the game. I'll contact him personally after the show or
Cool.
during or whatever.
Awesome.
So,
Congratulations. It's probably a great
Ichabod,
game.
Or whatever.
oh, it's great.
Ichabod.
It is great. I love
Cooking
it.
Ichabod.
Cooking is
Ichabod
dumb.
Crane.
Intel.
But with all that, let's get on to the topic of this show.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Cass has an announcement.
You have an announcement.
I have a thing. I have a thing. Okay.
Are you pregnant?
So, huh?
Is this a pregnancy thing?
Do you think that I would
Are you
be
gonna, like,
happy about that?
Blow something up with a blue and pink
I'm
or
not
something?
looking for that. That's not
I'm
what this
kidding.
is about.
It
Crusher
sounded like
is
an
pregnant.
announcement.
Crusher's pregnant.
Don't
no,
shoot
I
me.
have.
If it was
I
a
have
dude, you would have
something
said new job, but
that
whatever.
I am very, very excited about. As you know, we all have our own projects going on. We're all artists. We're all, we're actually all cosplayers, and Kat and I are both filmmakers.
Yay.
And there's a project that I've been working on for about a year now. It's a collaboration with a lot of people based in Dallas. It is called Now with Milk, and it is a YouTube comedy channel. We just released our first ever short film today. It's called It Came from the Mailbox. It's about a girl who opens up her mailbox and gets a surprise in it that she didn't ask for.
Chocolates?
Not in a bad way, though. In a bad way, not in a dirty way. It's been fun. It's been a journey that I've been going on for the past year. As you know, I'm an actor. I've been an actor for a long time, but now me and everyone else on the team, we've been getting more into different things. We're all actors, but we've been doing directing, producing. I've been doing some costuming. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm excited to share it with you. It's called Now with Milk. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. It's on Instagram. Come find us and enjoy some comedy. It's been a lot of fun.
P.S. I helped with some of them, but not this one.
Yes.
I've done DP on several of them now.
Wait, Sean Kane is Indel?
Who's Sean Kane?
Oh, hi, Sean. Yeah, that's cool. He's a friend that I knew through like Ellen and Nandi and those people. I think
Hi, Sean.
Ricardo knows him as well. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
I might
Yeah,
have
I'm
met-
glad I didn't pick the winner then because
Yeah.
he would not have won nothing. No,
Oh,
I'm just
rude.
kidding.
Wow,
I'm
rude.
kidding. Anyway, I'm talking to the winner. So anyway, I just messaged him, so I'm going to get this to
You
them.
didn't want
as
to do
soon-
that after our live show was over?
You didn't want to,
Yeah, you
like,
didn't
pay
wanna
attention
wait?
to like what was going on over here.
Yeah.
I follow Now with Milk, so
Yeah, you do.
know,
Actually,
so
thank you very much.
That's funny because
let
they
me
just
go over
blocked
there.
you.
Let me go over there quickly and unfollow them.
They've already blocked you. Don't worry.
All right. So anyway, thank you for that announcement. I do
Thank you.
enjoy some good sketch
I want to
comedy.
be very clear. I'm not pregnant.
Not until check out the video. See what It's not anything like that.
So anyway, okay, we do have a topic for the show, and it is Overwatch and the upcoming. When's Overwatch League starting? Again?
Next week,
Next
a week
week?
from today, Valentine's Day.
Like I haven't heard her say this already a couple of times.
I mean, Yeah.
I'm kidding. Anyway, yes, we all love Overwatch in some way, shape, or form. Not all of us play Overwatch. Not all of us cosplay Overwatch. Not all of us collect Overwatch. We all have things that we love about Overwatch.
I do all of those.
I like toys. I cosplay it. I play it. They do have, really great little shorts they do, so you can appreciate those. Whereas
My mom can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like, my mom has watched some of the cinematic shorts and really enjoyed them.
So, there's something to love for everybody. I wish they would go more into a single player campaign. I know they got comic books out there, good stuff. But it's one of those series that it's still hitting well. I think we're in our 3rd year of Overwatch now. So, yeah, I love it. But you are going to go more in depth to the league itself. Now, you've had the pleasure of talking with the Dallas Fuel before.
I have.
That needs to happen some more time.
Yes, it does. And I'm hoping soon we may be able to work something out. They're going to
take me
be
with
here.
you next time.
I know, right? You had to work that day.
Yeah, but I got a better job now. I can take off some time and going to see Dallas Fuel. Well, I'll just come over and do photography for you.
I had to.
I'll be casual about it.
You probably won't. I wasn't. I almost cried when I met Mickey.
Yeah, the interviews you came back with, you could tell the obvious joy that Kat had. She's all like, "Hey, it's Kat."
It's not my
She had
fault.
a glow about her.
I did, and I was not pregnant either.
It was a glow that I had to turn down because you're so bright on there. But
It was me and the Frenchman just lighting up the camera with our paleness. Okay, so first let's back up a little bit. Let's look at esports. Guess how many viewers esports had in 2018?
17.
More than 17.
She's the closest.
Oh, come on. Price is Right.
Oh, I'm
really?
sorry, 18. That's how you Price is Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so last year, according to a recent study by Activate, 63 million Americans watched Esports League in some way, shape, or form.
Wow, that is more than 17.
Call of Duty, that includes League of Legends, and Dota were the top 3. That is the viewership of the NBA. So I feel like from now on we can stop going, you mean you watch people play video games?
That's the viewership of the NBA? Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It was in the graph I sent you, but whatever.
Maybe you should do your homework next time.
I thought those were just graphics for you, so I was like, oh, just...
No, they were solely for you guys. No. Anyway.
Well, the good news is I can pull them up. So
that is equal to the NBA, 63 million. It is higher than the Hockey League, which is 22 million. And I don't know what MLS is, but it's higher than that.
Major League Soccer.
Minor Soccer Legends.
No.
It's below.
That's not the right order.
Baseball was 83, and the NFL is 139. So,
hey, if I want to watch a bunch of guys run around and not score, I'll go back to high school.
Ew.
Or I'll watch the Super Bowl this year.
Oh.
but
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Some
think-
people, at least you just watched it from home. Some people paid
I-
$3,000 to watch somebody
man.
score a field goal.
To watch Brady get the 6th Infinity Gem.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
He
feelings.
doesn't even
about
know where to
Brady.
put
And
it.
see
anyway.
more tattoos than I ever wanted to see.
Oh,
on
believe me,
a person.
there's plenty of fans out there that'll tell him exactly where to put that 6th Infinity Gem.
I like Brady. I can't help it. He just has this good old boy, but he just assumes everyone has multiple Super Bowl rings.
Who cares?
Heir to him.
Who cares?
Anyway,
Move on to a sport people are watching.
esports. They say by 2021, there will be 84 million viewers, which will be higher than everything except for the NFL. So esports is around. It's here to stay. It's becoming a big deal. But only one of the esports matters. I'm going to scroll to my other.
Could it be Overwatch League?
I think it might be Overwatch League. Is
It
it
Oh, that
Overwatch
wasn't
League?
supposed to be a dramatic pause.
Oh.
I just thought everyone knew.
It was a good attempt, by the way.
I've watched the others, and I'll say League of Legends or what are they called? They're LCS. LCS can put on a show. They have giant pretend dragons and stuff at their worldwide events, but I don't understand.
What show
the
is
game.
not better with dragons?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we like Overwatch. It does have dragons.
2 of them, in fact.
That has 3, but whatever.
Well, I guess, yeah, it is 1, 2. Sorry.
And Genji.
I know.
The third one.
His derby dragons.
Hey!
Okay.
Still want to buy that sword. Anyway.
So, did either of you watch any of you watch any of the Overwatch League
Oh, yeah.
last year?
I might have caught it a little bit.
Oh,
I watched, like, watch this, watch this,
Watch this.
You mean hearing her yell?
Yeah. I watched, I don't know,
You watched that
Probably-
carpet play a few times.
probably a fifth of just everything that came on. Of all the games. I have a couple of favorite players. I don't pretend to know as much as Kat, but I'm a big fan. I like the Dallas Fuel. I
Hometown.
understand that they are, what?
Hometown team.
Yeah, like I like the Dallas Fuel. My favorite player in the Overwatch League is Mickey because I love him and he's a ray of sunshine. But I also have a couple others that I like. I like Surefour. I love Carpe, who plays for
awesome.
Philadelphia Fusion. If you ever want to see the most ridiculous Overwatch play, look up, what is it, Carpe Widow.
Look up Carpe. Well, Carpe Widow would just get you a ton of.
Yeah.
But it was the #1 most watched play in the Overwatch League.
They.
It was Lijiang Tower, if that helps. Carpe Lijiang Tower.
We should totally have had a clip of that.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
We can talk about it, but it looks awesome.
Anyway, I like a lot of things about how Overwatch League does stuff. Blizzard is kind of like the Apple of video game companies. They have a certain way they like to present themselves, and they just kind of came out of the gate strong. I felt like in the way they're presenting it, in the depth of talent that they had in the production team, in how it's spectated and improved and stuff like that. So I watched all of the games last year.
I know we just recently got the league over in Frisco, the actual arena over there. Why have we not gone over there?
You
What
mean
do they
in
play-
Arlington?
No, it's in Frisco, I thought. Isn't it Arlington or Frisco?
It's in Arlington. The video game museum is in
Right.
Frisco.
Yeah, been there, but we need to go to the one in Arlington.
We
Is
do.
that will they be playing Overwatch games there?
We don't know for sure.
So we
right
don't
now,
have any arenas or anything.
well, right now, LA is where all the games are based. Localizing is a goal by next season. By season
It's
3,
next season.
they want to be
Oh.
playing home games, which is complicated because there are 4 Chinese teams, a team from London, a team from Paris, there's a team from Korea,
I thought they were doing that
There's
this
now
year.
a
I'm
team
sorry.
from Canada, I think.
to
Oh, we'll let
Toronto
Canadians
and
in. We don't care about
Vancouver.
them coming in from the north, you know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but it's a challenge, like, if you're going to play this many. But we'll get into that because there's some stuff happening this season that's
Okay.
very exciting to me. There's a lot of format changes. There are 8 new teams joining the 12 existing
I know,
teams.
right?
There's
the list.
3 Chinese teams, 2 Canada teams, 1 US team. Is that right? 1 US
Atlanta.
team, 2 US teams, Washington and Atlanta,
Atlanta Reigns, Paris Eternal, Toronto
and
Toronto
1
Defiant,
Paris.
Washington Justice.
Washington Justice, their
Justice.
branding is on point. It's some Captain America schniz they
love
have
it.
going
I
on with
love
all
it.
of their branding.
I love the Chengdu Hunters. I'm sorry, I just like the name.
Yeah. I like the Spark because they're the pink and blue, like
Exactly.
pastel pink and blue.
Oh God, I was looking at the colors.
Like-
It is my goal at this point to get every character
Look
that would
at
hate
those
being in
colors,
those
man.
colors. I want to get a soldier that's pink and
I
blue.
finally understand her hair color here because that is exactly
Yes.
what that is.
I actually ran into Mercy wearing the pink
That's
and
amazing.
blue.
You
of
wanted
the-
to get a Reaper.
I want to get the Reaper. The Reaper is special looking, and it looks like a gender reveal party, but on the Reaper, and it's amazing.
Oh my god, I have to see if I can find this.
Oh, you have it. You have it as one of the files there. All the team colors are up there.
Yeah, but a lot of their branding is just really interesting.
It's the same color as that pink on her shirt.
Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
Star Wars shirt.
And it's like, I can't even find.
No, you ain't finding that blue.
Yeah, I don't
Pink
think that
and
blue's
baby blue. It's amazing. Look it up.
The blue has a volume. That's how loud this blue is.
I love it.
I love it.
It's
I
so
love
loud you need earmuffs to look at
Oh
it.
my god.
There you go.
Oh my god.
You just go ahead and just put that picture in
Hold
there,
on,
'cause
let me just pull up this picture of the teams right here. Take a wild guess. Oh, come on. Will you come onto the screen, please? Thank
Also, the
you.
Hunters, their logo is a panda, which I
Yeah.
adore.
That's amazing.
That's really like passive looking panda.
It looks like he's
weird.
kind of like, you
And
know.
also, it's
guess
funny that
we'll
they're
win.
called the
Yeah.
hunters when pandas are
Don't
herbivores.
hunt. Yeah.
Like,
Have you ever seen them like get after zookeepers? They're hunting, man.
I-
They're pesky.
I like that. I like the charge.
That's a good quality in an Overwatch team. Pesky.
The charge is very, it's very cool
Yeah,
looking.
yeah, it is.
And then, of course, you have Paris Eternal. They have like a rooster infinity. I don't really understand, but the French.
The Titans
Like-
really have a kind of a Seattle Seahawks color going on there.
Oh yeah, I like their branding. I think it's cool. It looks aggressive. It looks angry.
It's
Yeah.
an angry ape. I like it.
They picked up. I don't know if this will mean anything to anybody, but the Titans have one of NYXL's big coaches went to the Titans. It's Wizard
Ooh.
Hyung, the guy who brags that he could win the Overwatch League with statistics, and then his team lost in the semifinal.
Ooh.
Awkward.
so-
Burn!
So, are you going to give me the new changes to the Dallas? Because look, as
Oh,
much as we
no.
love these other teams,
Let's talk about format changes first, real quick.
Okay,
Because that matters. Last year, there was a lot of complaints of burnout, and a lot of players having to play 18-hour days, never getting to see their families, and they said it was too stressful. They had several people retired after year one, including one of Dallas Fuel's better players. So they they added 8 new teams, and then all teams are going to play 28 matches down from 40. So
Which is quite a jump.
it's a third, essentially, like a third of the games.
Which is, I think, what they did something similar in the NFL a couple of years ago. Because same thing, they were having burnout. You can't expect your players to play for that long every day, and expect the same kind of performance levels that at the end that you would have had.
It's going to draw down the fan base, too.
I mean, and it's
knowing that,
similar
too.
to football in that you can prepare very specific strategies for teams. So playing two matches in a weekend could be really stressful for them. So
2 words. T-shirt cannons.
Oh god.
yes.
Like, I wish I had a T-shirt cannon.
Also, that would be awesome. Also, the postseason's different. There's going to be the top 2 division winners, and the next 4 teams by record will automatically qualify, and then they'll have a tournament for, like, essentially wild card slots, which should be fun. And they upped the prize pool for the 2019 season to $5 million.
Ooh.
Yeah, up from $3.5 million in 2018. That's total prize package.
Damn.
Okay, so Dallas Fuel.
Yay.
Dallas Fuel has had some
Oh.
roster changes. Their main tank, Kogo, who was their primary main tank for most of the season, and then secondary main tank, he retired, but he moved to assistant coach with the Dallas Fuel.
That's cool. It's
He was getting old. He was probably 24, which is really old for esports. I think their
Hey!
oldest was 28.
And assistant coaches in Overwatch tend to have very specific goals. They'll work a lot more with players individually.
Now
And-
he has more time to cook, too, probably.
I don't appreciate the age thing there. That makes me want to get good enough to join the Dallas Fuel.
Dude,
Yeah, go for it.
I'm
Have fun with
too
that.
old.
No.
To
I'll just-
play.
when I'm the best, they'll be banging down my
Okay,
door.
okay.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, it's kind of that whole like.
That's who Dallas needs to hire is another DPS hit scan player.
They just need somebody that's good at yelling at people.
No, they need.
They have some.
They have somebody that's good at.
Oh, I'm better.
I mean, it's the whole like you adapted first-person shooters. They were born into it. Like all of these players, they're children.
It's
they're like
their
18.
reflexes are really fast. Okay, so let me tell you a story that became the Dallas Fuel. When Overwatch came out, they started playing it as an esport fairly quickly. Not sanctioned by Blizzard, not forbidden by Blizzard, but they started playing it, right? And there was one team that was European and Western that went to Korea to compete with the Koreans, right? Koreans are notoriously tend to be good at first-person shooters. And the reason for that, a lot of it is just cultural. They have the discipline, both internally and in their society and culture, to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over until they just perfect it, right? So the best esports players in the world, by and large, are Koreans. One team went to Korea, competed, and won Apex, which was their big tournament. That team was envious. When they started the Overwatch League, Dallas got Envious to be their franchise. They bought Envious, so that was a big deal. Dallas season 1 was not great in a lot of ways. We went 12 and 28, which we were supposed to be like second, and it didn't do so hot. So, among other things, we brought in a new head coach, someone who in the like minor leagues had gone undefeated for a season of contenders and was just a really talented coach. And now the roster is starting to transform a little bit. They're starting to realize what doesn't work in this context in a professional esports way. And they've let go of some people, which is sad.
Yeah. I mean, okay,
but it's a good move.
There are some, but Coco, he's moving up to assistant coach is probably a good move.
He is. I was a little sad. Chip Zion, who was a support player who wasn't playing towards the end of the season, they let him go. He's currently a free agent. And he was a really good support player when they were envious. Support meaning healer. He played a healer role. So they let him go, and also Peak, who was an assistant coach, they let him go. Seagull, who we might have just picked up initially just because he's an insanely popular streamer. He's very, chill. He has a great time playing the game. And it shows on his stream. He retired after season 1. He's not too old to play. It was just super stressful.
Which, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. So those are the people leaving. Incoming, we have Closer, who's a support or flex. He'll play any role. He was from London Spitfire. They let him go almost the end of last season. RCK, who is from Team Giganti, who's a European contenders. He's
minor league.
Yeah, but European, so that wouldn't mean anything to anyone watching. Sorry, European is like the minor leagues. They don't tend to be as good as the Chinese or the U.S. contenders or the Korean contenders. But we picked up him, Zachary, who was contenders, Phillies, minor league team. The only reason Zachary wasn't in Overwatch League Season 1 is because he wasn't 18, and they have a minimum age requirement. Which
is hilarious to me that a lot of time is spent waiting for these kids to turn 18 so that they can play in the big boy leagues.
It's insane. They're so...
Children. They're all children.
But yeah, he was on the Overwatch World Cup team, which is like the Olympics for Overwatch. But he was part of the U.S.'s team. We picked up Jane, who is a way too in-depth analyst as an assistant coach.
He streams on Twitch a lot, and he'll do this thing where he basically watches you play a game and tells you what you need to work on. That was his job. And so having him as a coach kind of makes a lot of sense to me.
He's probably a player coach, individual player coach.
It absolutely makes sense to have that guy as one of the people to help your team because he knows everything about the game.
But he and the head coach, Arrow, have kind of a bromance going on.
He's obsessed with Arrow.
Well, and vice versa. When Arrow became our head coach, I looked him up to see, who he was and where he was from, and I found Jane and him discussing way too in-depth a game. It took them 3 hours to analyze a game that had taken less time to play than that.
I mean...
But...
Yeah?
their strategy is just top notch. And we picked up Tickety, who was
Best name ever.
assistant coach for FNRGFE.
That just rolls off the tongue.
It sounds
Dude,
dirty.
so many of the Overwatch League players used to play for this team.
No.
So it's like a
Frog.
gatekeeping thing. Like, you have to be able to
Oh,
roll,
yes.
and I can't. But
That wonderful team, Frogner.
no, it's FNRGFE. No, that's how you say it.
That's really how you say it.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
But Arrow was a coach for that team as well. So he's worked
Nice.
with Tickety before.
Okay.
I like this next slap.
Yeah! So, I told you they're playing home games.
Things to do here.
Still.
Yeah.
They're all playing in LA for the most part, and with the goal of bringing games local in 2020. However, for the first time ever, Dallas is hosting a weekend. You're not in the meta. Actually, he is. You can sit at the table, but that's it. First ever home match for a franchise. Dallas only home game in season 2. On April 27th through 28th. Dallas is hosting a whole weekend of basically these matches, but here
So we can see them. We can go see them.
in Allen.
We can go see. We can
Yeah,
go see
you
Dallas.
tried.
We can go see them?
Yes.
We can go see them?
They're gonna be live.
Go see them?
We can go see them.
We can go see them?
see Dallas.
Can we go see
Kat,
Dallas?
you have connections.
Cat.
Cat?
Can we
Cat?
go see
She
them?
has
Kat,
connections.
Kat.
Mom?
I do have connections. I'm not pretending we won't have to pay for tickets.
Yeah. But,
Uh,
like, we can go see
unless
them,
you're
right?
watching, Justin. Hook us up. No. Yeah, they're playing a whole weekend. They're gonna do a whole esports thing on the 27th and 28th, including
I'm
their
excited.
only their only season game against the Houston Outlaws.
Nice.
Our
Oh, really?
in-state
That's
rivals.
that is our winner's favorite team, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. Our winner.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
How dare you? No.
Is that Sean?
Yeah, that's it.
He unwins. Let's
He
pick
no,
somebody
no,
else.
Yeah, we're gonna
no,
pick
he does
somebody
not
else.
unwin.
Houston Outlaws
Time to pick a new
had
winner.
our number last season in a couple of games.
It's funny, like, we started doing a lot better
Yeah.
at the end of the season. And then we went up against Houston.
Yeah.
Houston wasn't doing so well, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna get
Yeah,
him
we're gonna
back.
kill it. No.
They freaking rolled us. Like, we didn't get close to almost winning that game. It was
No.
just awful.
So this is supposed to be the largest spectator crowd ever to watch a live regular season Overwatch League match. Is that what
Yeah,
they're
because
expecting?
there's a stadium big enough.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The one in
Allen
LA
Event
holds
Center,
how
yeah.
many people?
500.
500.
But they don't sell out every day either.
That's true.
Yeah.
But if
Impact
you
Wrestling.
That's still a
expand
lot.
that to some,
Are
to,
you
like,
having
Dallas,
fun back there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
But like people like us who wouldn't get to go see a game in LA, they come to Dallas and all of a sudden we're like, hey, we can go see it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try and go see a game in LA because I could stay with a friend and head out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's yeah, they have a whole weekend long festival of stuff and
I wonder-
autograph signings
Maybe
and
some exclusive things. Oh, I did get. Keep talking. I got something Overwatch related that I want to show.
I'm gonna go cry over Mickey. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
Just like always.
Mickey is my favorite player ever. He was picked up essentially because his attitude was so good back when they were envious, and he's wonderful. He won basically a Spirit Award for being the most positive person in the league in season 1, and I love him. And I did interviews with the Fuel when they were here as part of SCNS last year. They
Which,
came.
You can look up on our channel. I'll set a reminder for us to also repost that so you can find it a little bit more easily on our Facebook page.
Yeah, oh, I did. I interviewed Coco, I interviewed Mickey and Harry Hook, I interviewed some other people. Justin, the French
Frenchmen.
boys, AKM and Unco, so a good portion of the team, and not
And
Seagull.
are those people coming back?
Coco's an assistant coach. All the rest of them are on the roster.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, she's so cute. She's so
Don't hit the mic with the
cute.
Legos.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't put the Legos on
Don't hit
the... Hey.
I am
One
getting
shot.
all of
They're
these.
so cute.
One kill.
I am getting all of these. I'm telling you right now.
Do they have Baby Diva? Is she coming? She's not.
They do
been
have her
announced
mecha.
yet.
Her and Reinhardt are a set, so I got to get those. So anyway, I want to show it off because yes, on top of all the other things we talked about Overwatch, they are conquering the world of Lego now. So
Kind
It's
of
amazing.
shuka manegard. I don't know how to say her line.
She says,
No one can hide from my sights, or something like that.
so yes, this is I love Legos, and now they have Lego
they're
Overwatch
so
characters.
cute.
They are pretty adorable too.
Oh, she has one where she's winking. Oh, no, she's probably looking through her scope.
Yeah, it's not a wink. She's getting ready to murder someone. Oh, the sniper is winking at me. No, they're about to kill you.
Why are all snipers so cheeky?
I die a lot? Because when that thing comes down, I go,
She sees a sniper winking.
hi, Widow!
She sees a sniper winking and she's like, hey, right back at you. Bam! Dude gets shot in the head.
Right between the eyes.
And only you're to blame.
You thought she was
Okay.
Because she's smiling.
Yes, because she's about to commit murder.
She smiles when she murders you. Also, she has a line about a spider and a tattoo of a spider, so full circle.
Oh, no.
Did you break that?
No.
Oh, yes, you did.
It's some French
No.
saying.
It's impossible to Lego. You
about
can't break a
seeing
Lego.
a spider at night is bad luck.
Bad delight.
It basically
Seeing a
means
spider
you're
in the morning.
Basically, she says that will be the last spider you'll ever see, essentially.
That's cool.
Well, we better start moving this along. So, okay, with all the changes to the fuel, are you seeing a better season you're hoping?
Yes. Here's the thing. We performed badly
Right.
through most of the season. At the end, in the last split or stage, it started picking up. We won 6 out of the last 10 games, which, by the way, was equal to the previous 3 stages combined, the number of wins.
Wow.
And I would attribute it primarily to the coaching. Arrow got there right before stage 4, and it just picked up. Like, he understands the game on an insane level. And I think it'll be a much better season. I don't know where we'll end up, but yeah, I think it's worth watching. I think it's really interesting. I like the casters most of the casters are really clever, and they bring the game to a level that makes it easy for most people to kind of follow. Overwatch is kind of a harder game to spectate, so it is a little complicated. But there's a new thing on Twitch, and no, we're not compensated by Twitch or whatever.
Not yet.
I know, right? Twitch.
If you want to sponsor us, Twitch, please do.
For $15, if you have Twitch Prime, which is just, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. You just have to hook them up. For $15, you can essentially choose any player's viewpoint to stay on to watch from that player's viewpoint. Yeah. In addition to the overhead view and the broadcast view, you can basically say, like, I'm a Diva main. I'd pick, in most cases, it would be Mickey on the Dallas Fuel and be like, just show me his perspective and don't change off it if I wanted to. I think they should give that to everybody personally, but $15 isn't a bad price for a whole season, but it makes it a lot easier to follow in one sense. You lose some of the macro of what's going on in the game, but to have that.
You can also choose just the overhead view, right?
You have just the overhead view, which is kind of boring-ish, but also I think you have a free-floating camera you can move.
So, any perspective on the game you want, you can just pick that one. And if you're trying to get better at a certain character, you could go to, like she said, Mickey's Diva, or like mine, Carpe is an amazing Widow. Could go to his perspective. Or if you're trying to get a little bit better about like positioning your character where they go, you could look at the overhead view and say, okay, well, where is Mickey's Diva when they're in the middle of the fight, or when they're about to go in? Like, where is he going? And so I think it's an amazing way to get better at a character.
It's the one thing that I was yelling that they didn't have available last year's. Like, if they would put this in the All Access Pass, I would pick it up in a heartbeat. And now they did. You're going to want to set yours to Effect, AKM, and Taimu, because those are the 3 that would play McCree.
And I'm ready for them to pick me up as a DPS. Go ahead. I'm available. I'm ready. I'm not entertaining any other contracts right now. I'm ready to listen.
I'm totally
In fact,
okay
I'm
with
going
you
to stream
saying
some
that.
Overwatch this weekend from our new green.
We should finally,
green screen.
play together.
Well, then let's do it, because I got the new green screen over here. I love it.
On
And
one of my off accounts, because
Rude.
I'm just kidding. I
You
don't know.
want to group up with
I don't
a
want
green
to torch. No, I don't know. He's probably
Please,
ranked higher
I
than
put
I
my
am.
50-player kill streak on my resume. Most people didn't know what the hell it was. They were like, you got a 50. I don't know what that is. One job actually said, oh, 50. Damn, that's pretty good.
Bad thing is he was playing on it at the time and he had no healing.
No.
No, but yeah.
So, okay.
So yeah, watch it. If you haven't watched it,
We
just
will be
check
watching
it out.
And
And
we'll be
also,
talking about it every week on the show.
we'll be talking about it like probably most weeks. It starts next week. You can tune into it right after our show.
Which, that is also the end of our show. Thank you guys out there for joining us for another week of this nerdistry. Hopefully Bryce will be back next week and feeling bright and chipper and ready to go and do this
Come back. It's cold out there.
Yeah, everybody loved the cold snap in Dallas this morning. I had to rescue Cora today. She was not prepared for a 40-degree drop in temperature. But who really is?
Cass was
It was
like,
almost-
headshot? Maybe not
It was almost
headshots.
50 this morning, and then by the afternoon it was like in the 30s, and it was supposed to heat up.
Wrong. Anyway, but thank you guys out there for joining us. If you want to follow us, you can always follow the show at SCNS Live on Twitter, Facebook.com/SCNS Live, and of course, Twitch.tv/SCNS Live, and our Instagram at SCNS Live. But if you want to follow us individually, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JasonTheX.
You can follow me at BetterCat on Instagram, and well, now that it's Overwatch League season, Tweetch Bad Moon has my Overwatch League thoughts on it, predictions, and me just screaming about things going wrong.
Not screaming on social media.
We all scream into our own voids.
Yes.
Politicians for me on Twitter.
You can find me. Do you want to know where they can find me?
Yes.
Was that your next question?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It was, are you pregnant?
Wasn't a
I'm not pregnant. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Cass_Bradley. That is KAS_Bradley. You can also, as of today, find me on Now With Milk. That is on Facebook. That is on YouTube. That is on Instagram. And, well, actually, since Overwatch League is started, you can find both of us on DOA Drawings, where we draw all the things. Badly draw some Overwatch things. It's gonna be great.
It's stuff that the casters say. By the way, we'll be posting some Overwatch-related content, including my highlights video and some other...
The interviews, stuff like that.
interviews, other nonsense. That's it. We're done.
See, you can find me at Hawks Perch on Twitter, where I will scream into the void about Suikoden constantly. It's mostly just a Suikoden blog, but I've been also posting Kingdom Hearts related stuff, and I will also post behind the scenes D&D related stuff, like little pro tips for the DMs, and just general little tiny tidbits on what I'm working on for the next game. If you would like to see my artwork or my random cosplay stuff, you can find that on Instagram at Korodono, KORODONO.
All right. So thank you guys once again for joining us. We will be back next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. Central, as always. But as we always say around here,
Burn blue!
we'll
Is
say
that not
too.
it?
But also, keep on nerding.
nerding.
Not pregnant.
Hashtag burn blue.
Burn blue. Hashtag left tip. All right, that is our show. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to check out the live video version of this, you can find it at YouTube and Facebook. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter, all at SCNS Live. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing week.